Hey, today I wanted to talk about problem spots in your songs and how to fix them. So, whenever we learn songs, there are always certain sections in the song that are harder than the remaining song. So, when we are caught up in the excitement of learning a song, we might not pay enough attention or put in the effort and time to actually learn those harder sections, and we might be playing the rest of the song really well and comfortably, and we'll be making that small mistake in that one part. And if we don't fix that problem, that is gonna be a problematic repetition that you just keep doing. So you keep repeating your mistakes and you just learn the mistake. So there's no way that you'll be able to play that part correctly again. And I've experienced this in a lot of the songs that I play. And once you start performing a song for the sake of like playing it end to end after you've learned it, you won't be fixing mistakes. The mistakes are there to stay, and you have to actually go back, slow down, and look into that part and invest the time to like do slow repetitions on that part to be able to do it comfortably. So I'm dealing with such a situation right now. In the last few months, I've invested a lot of time to learn to play Badinari by Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's one of the more challenging songs that I've learned to play because it has two melodies, one on the left hand and one on the right hand. And there's this particular phrase where the left hand actually does a 2-octave jump, and it also adds some syncopation to it. So it's basically from C, not to the next C, but the C after it. And the only way to get it right is to actually train your hand to do that jump right every single time and keep doing repetitions over and over and over again. The problem with the way that I did my repetitions was that I actually repeated the entire song while I was playing the rest of the song correctly. I was actually playing this part of the song wrong every single time. So I never got around to fixing that. So now is the time that I'm going to start to give the attention that this particular technique deserves, and hopefully it'll get better. So I just wanted to take a video of this and talk about how I would approach solving this, and I thought it might be useful for anybody that has learned a song in which they've got problem spots. So ideally this should have been learned properly without rushing it through, but I was just too excited to take the song forward because this song is so much fun to play. And so let me show you what this part looks like. So the right hand basically does, let me give you a better view of the accordion. So the right hand does, so that's what happens in the right hand, and the left hand basically does. That's it. So I gotta take off from like the lowest C and then jump to the next octave. And this pinky never lands on its spot. So whenever I try to play it, I usually miss it by actually hitting right over here. So this is how I'll be doing my repetition. So I'll be missing that note. And it's so frustrating every single time that I do it. And I've been doing it like this for months, so it's about time that I fixed it. So I'm gonna play both of it together. So that's the whole thing. So let me play the whole phrase so that you can see the context of the piece. So it's basically Such a beautiful piece. So I think it definitely deserves this extra attention to fix this. So how would I do it? So when I try to play this part faster, this is what happened. So you see how that note was not well pronounced. I actually hit two buttons together. A lot of times I miss it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it really slow, just that one measure, and I'm gonna keep repeating that over and over again. And I have to make sure that the repetitions are correct. There's no point repeating if you're making a mistake and fixing it every single time. Then you're just training your muscle memory to learn the mistake, and that's what you'll be playing. So let's do this really slow, and after that I'm gonna try to play the song, and I'll see if I'm able to play it correctly. So here we go. I could use a metronome for it, but I actually don't find it that hard to play it really slow in time without a metronome. So this time I'm not gonna use a metronome, but you could always do that and start at a really slow speed and then try to speed it up gradually. Yeah, I've done about over 50 repetitions, I guess, most of which was correct. So let's test it out. So I don't think this is going to be fixed in a single day. I have to keep working on it. So I think I should be able to do it better. So I'm gonna just give it a shot playing that section of the song, and when the double octave jump comes, keep watching closely whether I hit it or not. So. So although I played it on free bass, this is something that you could apply for standard bass or even like any instrument, right? Like you're trying to do something. It is in the end a choreography of like what you need to do at what time, and you should be confident enough that your hands are gonna fall in the right spot to actually play the right notes. So whenever you have mistakes popping into your songs, please don't ignore them. Give it the attention and fix it so that the song doesn't fall apart, because that happens to me a lot. Like all the time you spent to learn a song, and then you just keep performing it, and then there are cracks that start to appear, and if you don't fix those, you will notice that the cracks get bigger, you get uncertain, and then that the whole song falls apart, and you'll have to go and like relearn it, or sometimes you just stop playing it. I've stopped performing so many songs like that because I didn't do the maintenance on it. It's weird that you have to do this, but it is what it is for somebody like me. So I believe these will all go much better if you also do like the required technique drills to make sure that you have all the tools that are required to play.